historical spot.
Antietam National Battlefield is the most preserved Civil War battlefield anybody can ever visit. The land looks exactly like it did at the time of the battle 147 years ago. This particular battlefield encompasses 3,200 plus acres that all citizens of the United States own. All national park land is owned by all of the citizens of the United States. Very important to teach your kids. It is for preservation, for recreational purposes, but Civil War battlefields are not for recreation. They're considered sacred land. People died here, so you can't fly kites, throw frisbees, throw footballs at Civil War battlefields. You will not find picnic tables because of the classification. We have 80% of our land is still farmed today. The same land has continuously been farmed. We lease the land to farmers. They have to abide by very strict laws. But this land is very sacred because this is the first time that the Confederates come out of Virginia onto Northern Territory. Lee is here for lots of reasons. He wanted to have a win in Northern Territory to get the cotton exported from the southern states to England and France because they had sort of promised money and Lee needs money. So he's thinking with a win on Northern Territory, he can get that money. He wants to recruit soldiers. He wanted to feed the soldiers on the rich northern soil, which is one of the problems that they had with over 100,000 soldiers in this valley. There was no food. And it's something that they corrected as a result of the devastating day here at Antietam. The food wagons kept up with the soldiers for the remainder of the Civil War. Medical care improved tremendously as a result of this battle early in the Civil War. Clara Barton was here for the first time. This is her first battle. She is in her early 40s. She had stockpiled medical supplies, and the medical department came to her and said, "Clara, we're going to take your supplies." She said, "No, you're not without me." So she was here for 5 days, did what she could. She comes down with typhoid fever, goes back to D.C., but the medical department came to her after this battle, and she did help get them more organized. Her most famous work was after the Civil War. She was near exhaustion. She goes to Switzerland for a vacation, and men had approached her. The United States had turned down, signed on to the Red Cross organization 4 times. Red Cross is not just medical, to aid soldiers in time of war. Well, she was pretty happy and excited about that. When she returned, she had a job in the U.S. Patent Office, so she knew the people to pester in D.C., and she pestered them for 20 years before America joined or formed the American branch of the Red Cross. In my opinion, I think they signed on to the Red Cross just to get rid of Clara Barton because she was a bulldog, but she was a very, very, very unselfish person, gave of herself, and she worked tirelessly throughout the Civil War. So medical improved due to the use of iodine weeks after Antietam. If soldiers didn't die from disease, it was infection and gangrene. You had a Dr. Letterman, a surgeon, that was horrified. There was no written documentation of how to transport the wounded, so he formed the ambulance corps, and he followed that all the way through the rest of the Civil War. So you have improvement of food wagons, improvement of medical care, and 5 days after this battle, Union are holding the land. It's considered a Union win. Lincoln had not had a Union win, so he considered this a Union win, and 5 days after the battle, he announces the Emancipation Proclamation. It goes into effect the following January, which frees the slaves in the states that are seceding from the Union. So there are 3 very important reasons that Antietam affected the rest of the Civil War.
Look, there's a cannon over there.
From afar! Wow!
It is. You're right.
Could that be the direction that the Confederates were coming up to battle against the Union?
Oh.
If we look that way, there's mountains. Look at those mountains in the background.
Beautiful mountains. And look, there's a cow. A cow on the battlefield.
And more
Surely. Now it's a farm. Now it's a farm, right? Where all the farmers. It's a very sacred place here now. Yes. I can't get over how these fences were built with no nails. It's amazing.
I wonder why they're zigzag like that. We'll have to find out.
I bet you could find out if you came here and toured Mateo.
I